It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going, and off we go from SoFi. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Second and 7. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. The second down throw is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's complete. He's got cut. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Cup in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, right back to Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Denver first down. On the ground, this is Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Second down, Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give, and here comes Williams. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it inside the 5. They'll run. It's Williams. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's Ethan Evans now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and the quarterback realized pretty quickly I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Rams have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. What a way to kick off a drive that's a gain of 30 and another first down.
A gain of 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Williams. He'll take a shot with Mims.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he'll get this up to the 20.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Stafford. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. From the gun, here's Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there on a gain of 12. 1st and 10. To the air again. Stafford. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That is hard. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one taken in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Stafford now on second down. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Stafford to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Nix from the gun on third down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
He's got his big tight end, Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw on first down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a 3rd and 2. Cup in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
still third down.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Rams. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On the give, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
The coverage too strong that side. The ball batted away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they would continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
The Broncos bringing out their puncher. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes Cooper Kupp and the rest of the LA offense set for this next Rams possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go with Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
That's the gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now Stafford. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Will be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the carry, it's Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening has the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll motion a tight end right. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Second down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. And once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Cup in motion. On the play fake, here's Stafford. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes. That run, that's enough to move the chains. A give, and here comes Williams. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Stafford now on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory.